Hi guys, it's Kylie and today I'm going to be talking about my sketching process and what it's like to sketch with pencils for me personally when I create lettering pieces. So today I'm using these brand new from Tombow Mono J drawing pencils. This video is not sponsored by Tombow, but they did send me these pencils for free. So just wanted to put that out there. These are all my actual opinions after trying out these pencils. As you can see, I sharpened all of them and I'm going to be testing out all of them in this video. But while I'm taking so much time sharpening pencils, I'll go ahead and tell you a couple things about these pencils that Tombow has on the packaging. And that is that they create smear-proof lines, which at the time wasn't so sure I was going to believe that, but after making this video, I do believe that they are smear-proof. The pencil point stays sharp and break resistant. I did have to resharpen a couple times, as you'll see, but they are very sturdy leads. I feel like they wouldn't break very easily. And then the soft plastic eraser that comes in the pack, I actually already have several of, and I've used it quite a bit in my videos that go along with my blog posts, and I love that eraser, so I was happy to get another one. Here I'm just showing you the 6 leads that come in this pack. There's 2H, HB, B, 2B, 3B, and 4B. And the higher the number beside that B means the softer and the bolder the lead is going to be. And I love a soft lead for sketching. It is so satisfying to just like have that pencil glide across the paper. And then that 2H you can see down there, that's a harder lead, and it looks totally different and it feels totally different in the hand. And then there's the just plain bold lead right there. So all of these leads are great. It really depends on you and what you prefer in a pencil. So I highly suggest trying a couple different pencils out to see which one you like best. To start out my sketch, I am drawing a loose boundary in a square shape. That's just the shape that I wanted this piece to be in. I'm not going to fuss with having a ruler out. I'm not going to try to be really precise, just getting a really loose idea of what I want to keep my lettering within. It's nice for me to have some boundaries, right? So I'm going to go ahead and sketch out my quote. And sometimes I'll do the whole piece first and then go back and make changes, but for this particular thing, I was already going in after writing each individual word and tracing over it and changing things around, making adjustments, and doing my usual thing that I do to get my letters to fit together kind of like puzzle pieces. And I've done this in another video that I will link below where it goes a little bit more in depth with this process. So I'll just go ahead and speed this up and you can watch me go. For this piece in particular, I didn't draw any thumbnails or anything out before. I'm really going off the top of my head and figuring out what shape I want the individual words to go in. So one helpful tip is to draw the little guidelines like the one beneath finished. I knew I wanted that to have a kind of an organic wavy shape, so I went ahead and drew that, but that's really as far as I go for making thumbnails or guidelines or anything like that. Now that I've got my initial sketch completed, I'm going in with the 3B lead. It's a little bit darker, as you can already tell, and I'm tracing over things kind of like this is going to be my final sketch. But obviously the sketching process can go on for as long as you want it to. I have gotten my little process down enough that I feel like I only have to really sketch and go over things 2 to 3 times maximum. So I feel #blessed that I don't have to sit here and work on this forever, but if you do, it's not a big deal. It's taken me like 2 years to get to this point, so it ain't no thing. And then right around when I got to finished, I decided I wanted to do like some different styles of lettering, which is really out of character for me because usually I like to keep it pretty boring with just script lettering. So I'm just making these serif block letters for the word finish, and then the block letters kind of inspired me to to add more in other places. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you get the picture. So I'm gonna shut up now and you can just watch me sketch. As far as this part of the process goes, I think it's totally fine and even encouraged probably to change your mind a million times until you're happy with what you have on the paper, because this is just a sketch. And a lot of times just seeing that blank piece of paper there at the beginning, or feeling like you have to have something perfect, can really paralyze you and cause like analysis paralysis or whatever you want to call it. But don't let this sketching process intimidate you. If you're trying to create something to sell or to give to someone, or simply just to post on social media, have fun with it. And I think I was in the mood to change things up and to try different styles, because I wasn't feeling constricted and I wasn't feeling like I had to create something totally 100% perfect on the first try, which is why I changed my mind. And a lot of times, guys, I don't. I'll just go with whatever I have for the sake of wanting to save time, or feeling like it's good enough, or no one else will ever know what I actually had in my head, and if this doesn't match that exactly. But today I was feeling a little more adventurous, and I wish I could harness that feeling and bottle it up, keep it forever, because it's really exciting, and I'm actually happy with how this turned out, which is kind of a new thing for me, and I feel like something unusual for a lot of people to be really happy with what they have when they're finished. Now I'm getting out my Cricut Bright Pad that I am going to use to trace over my sketch, which will be my final sketch, because I'm using pencil, which is different, and I thought it would be fun and appropriate for this particular video. But normally, if I'm doing a sketch, I actually really love how the sketch looks. It's all messy and it's all artsy fartsy looking, and I really like that look. But for this, I wanted to grab that 4B pencil, which is the thickest, boldest lead in the pack of pencils, and I wanted to create a monoline look with this lead. And look how freaking gorgeous this is. Like, I can't even get over how pretty a pencil line could be. I wish there was a pen out there that could mimic a pencil mark but would not be erasable. Maybe that's out there already, because I just love the look of a pencil mark, especially with this. And this is the part of the process where I felt like I did need to resharpen a little bit just to maintain that really smooth, thin, crisp line, because I did want to have the same line thickness throughout the entire thing, and when the pencil starts to dull a little bit, the line gets a little bit larger. So that's really the only reason why I felt like I needed to resharpen just a little bit. So once again, I'm going to speed this up and you can watch the completion of this project. All in all, I think it's fair to say that I give these pencils 2 thumbs up. I think they're incredible. I'm going to be using them a lot more. I'll have everything you need to know about them, where to get them, and just some more details in the little description box below, as well as blog posts. It's also linked below. So hope you enjoyed this. I had fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye.